What is up, guys? It is Nisho here, and we got ourselves some more leaks today. It's like the same article that I got the Six Samurai from, but this card really caught my eye because of its effect. It's actually real crazy because it's like Link monsters are getting a floodgate already. They've barely been out, and so I mean this is they've been out since March in Japan, and this is coming out, I assume, sometime in November or December for Japan. So that's about 8 months. So but they do still have Vanity's Emptiness over there. So yeah, but yeah, it still feels a bit weird that we're getting this anti-Link monster support. And Link monsters have only been out for not even a year yet. So yeah, I mean, look how long it took us to get anti-pendulum support. It took us like almost till like two years into pendulums, around there, until we got like literally cards that stop pendulums. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it looks like they're going no holds barred against Link monsters, but it's not the best type of floodgate, and let's see why. So, Beltlink Wall Dragon, Earth Dragon, level 6, 0 attack, 2100 defense. He can't be normal summoned and has to be special summoned by his own effect. It's not must first be, it's just must be special summoned by his own effect. And so, when you link summon a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, place 2 counters on this card. So, immediately, you have to be using a deck that can link summon to even use them. So, something like Monarchs and True Dracos probably won't use them at all, but if you're using a deck like, I don't know, like Spirals, you can probably tech this in. It is an Earth. If you're using, I don't know, any Earth-based Link deck that doesn't really have too many restrictions like Super RB Samurais. So, his second effect is that neither player can Link summon a Link monster whose Link rating, which is like its Link number, like if it's Link 2, Link 3, that's what Link rating is higher than the number of counters on this card. So he immediately stops your opponent from summoning Link 3s or higher, right? So if you just summon out like something simple like a Link Spider, so you summon out a Link Spider, you can special summon him, and you put him in any zone. He doesn't have to go to your Link zone. You put him in any zone that you want, and he's gonna have 2 counters. If you Link summon again, his third effect, if a monster is Link summoned, remove 2 counters from this card. So if you Link summon again, immediately your opponent is cucked out of Link summoning. So let's say you go Link Spider, you special summon Beltlink Wall Dragon, and then you summon out another monster using Link Spider's effect, and then you go into a Link 2, like let's say Mrs. Radiant, right? Let's say that that's all you need. So Beltlink Wall Dragon immediately just stops your opponent from Link summoning entirely, and well, pretty much only for a turn. But it's like still, that's still pretty crazy. Like if you can pull that off first turn, you're gonna have a Mrs. Radiant, a Beltlink Wall Dragon with 2600 defense because Mrs. Radiant is on board, and your opponent is kind of like dimensional barriered out of Link summoning that turn. So that's actually pretty cool. The only thing is that once per turn during the standby phase, place 1 counter on this card. So every standby phase, he gets 1 counter. So they can only summon out a Link 1. Excuse me. But still, it's like most people would go for a Link 2 straight. It's like, I've seen a lot of deck lists these days that just go Decode Talker or Mrs. Radiant, like straight off. Like they don't use Link Spider. They don't use Imduck, the World Chalice Dragon, right? They use Link 2s and Link 3s. So having a monster that stops you from going into Link 2s and Link 3s first turn is actually pretty strong. So yeah, I mean, this card is pretty cool. I don't know how exactly it's going to impact the game because Link summoning itself isn't really too big of a mechanic yet. It is something that we are forced to use because of the extra deck monster zone rules, but it's not something that we've fully conformed into yet because there are still a lot of decks that can play without it, and there are still some decks that just only play 1 or 2 of them. Like it's not something real big, but it is something kind of necessary. So that's why this card has like a we don't know what its future is going to look like. It has potential, and it definitely has pretty strong effect. but we don't know how exactly it's going to go. But, you know, again, you have to play this in a deck where you can also link summon yourself. And not only that, you have to be able to link summon and then link summon again to stop all of your opponent's link 2s and link 3s, or link 2s and higher. Anyway, so yeah, I guess it's really all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was Nisho here. Nisho out.